Welcome back, YouTube. Another unboxing. This time it's from Dick's Sporting Goods. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods yesterday. Picked up some good stuff. Hope you all enjoy. Let's get into it. Let's empty this thing out here. Bunch of great stuff. Get rid of the bag. So the first thing I'm going to start off with today is these gloves. They're by Celsius. I gotta say, one thing about these gloves right here, they keep your hands absolutely warm. I honestly suggest anybody who likes having warm hands to buy a pair. They're for ice fishing. These things keep my hands dry. They keep my hands warm. I have a problem with gloves actually keeping my hands warm. Like, I can put a pair of gloves on and I feel like my hands get colder being inside the glove than out of the glove. But these gloves right here are absolutely the best gloves that I ever bought. They were like 15 bucks, Dick's Sporting Goods. And I really think you guys should buy a pair of these and try them out and see what you think. I think they're beautiful. I got to try them out a little early. I didn't go ice fishing yet. Ice is still a little too thin here in New England, so I bought them, like I said, yesterday, and I tried them out today, and I got to try them out shoveling snow, because that's what happens here in New England in the winter. It snows, and when it snows a lot. That's the only thing I hate about New England, guys, is the snow. Next thing, guys, I'm going to start off with is, well, let's just say I'm going to do the saltwater stuff first, then I'm going to do the freshwater stuff. So the next thing I'm starting off with here is the Tsunami Pencil Popper. It's a wood lure. It's got a beautiful paint job on it. Super sharp sticky hooks. VMC. They're 4 times stronger now. They have, the split rings on them are unbelievable. You'll never have to worry about hooking into a big 40-pound bass. Big old Bertha and losing her. Because this lure is pretty well crafted. Here's the stuff on it right here. 4 times stronger. Heavy duty stainless steel split rings. Blah, blah, blah. And this is in... doesn't say what color it's in. Anyway. But yeah, this is a great lure. A buddy of mine. Me and him ended up going down to a place that we like to fish off some rocks. Pretty good surf fishing over there. And he was just hammering this year on this lure, on this plug. So I decided to go pick one up to add to my arsenal, my saltwater box. I don't really have a box. Saltwater tackle box anymore. I do have one, but that's full to the gill. I also have a backpack that I turned into a tackle bag that's full to the gill. And speaking of tackle bags, guys, I'm going to be coming out with my own tackle bag. I'm in the process of getting it, you know, formatted, just designed, and hopefully I can get that prototype out soon. I'll have it out by fishing season. I'll make a video on it, and you guys let me know what you think of it. And if you guys would like one, then you guys can give me your information, and I will send one out to you, and you can purchase one. Alright, there's that. Next thing on the list here is these Storm Eels. These are the 6-inch, 7/8 ounce Wild Eye live sand eel. These things I'm going to be throwing between docks, between floating docks for straight bass. A couple different things you can do with them. Drop them down all the way to the bottom, jig them up off the bottom frantically like a bucktail. Or you can drag them across the bottom. I've caught fish dragging them across the bottom. You really want to get them into that water column where the fish are suspended, they're hanging around. And these things work awesome. Super excited to have another package of these so I can get back out there this coming season and destroy some fish. Perfect sand eel imitation. They work. They're very good in the water. I don't have a problem with them swimming left, swimming right. They swim perfectly straight. They have awesome action. Great lure. Next thing is, of course, everybody has to own one of these. If you're a saltwater angler, I don't care who you are. Every saltwater angler has one of these in their box. SP minnow. They absolutely work. They're fantastic. I got the floating one, so it's like a 3 to 5 foot depth, swimming depth on it. It's in the bone color, and I love throwing these on blitzes, blitzing bluefish, blitzing bass. So that's what I'm going to be using it for. I do have some sinking ones that I can get down into the water column a little deeper if the fish are suspended a little bit deeper than what I'm fishing for. It all depends. All depends on the situation. I have a lure for pretty much almost every fishing situation. Whether it's floating, sinking, finesse, don't matter. So, I know you guys have one of these in your arsenal. What saltwater angler don't? Great lure, great design, you know, and they just absolutely catch fish. Alright guys, on to the next thing here. I got these Kalins jig heads. A little pricey. $6 for 3 of them. Well, they're like 6 and some change for 3-pack. They're the half-ounce jig heads. They have a really nice paint on them. Not very detailed, but the paint is really nice on them. I hate when I get jig heads and the paint is covering the eyelet of the hook. Makes it a real pain, especially if you're on fish and you're catching fish and you break off and you're trying to get retied as fast as possible. It's just a pain when the eyelet's painted over. So, looks like a real good quality, super sharp, real sticky. I'm going to be throwing these on swim baits for salt water. There's swim baits that I like to throw them on, or the coca hose, or the swimming mullets by Power Bait here. I have, these work absolutely fantastic. I haven't tried this color yet, just picked this color up. This is the chartreuse pepper with the white tail. These are 6 count, they're the 4-inch. I have the pearl white with the chartreuse tail, and I absolutely hammered the schoolies about a week ago. Me and my buddy were hammering them back to back. He was throwing a 4-inch white cocoa. I was throwing the 4-inch pearl and the chartreuse tailed mullet by Power Bait. I absolutely recommend this bait for schoolies, especially throwing on half-ounce jig head. Real simple, real quick, easy to rig. Show you guys real quick how I rig my baits. This bait right here on the bait, right here on the bait, I like to put a little chunk out. It just gives that bait so much more action in the water. Super easy to rig up. Just measure off. Say one thing, the eyes don't really last, but just like on any other swim bait, they don't last that long, especially when you're catching a shit ton of fish. Real quick and easy. Just push it in, push it in, push it in, pop it through. Make sure you're lined up. You know what I do? See? Perfect every time. I don't even mark them out anymore. I just eyeball them. I've been rigging baits for so long. Perfect. Perfectly in the center. Perfect presentation. Perfectly straight. Nice little bait. Little see-through action. I'm super excited to throw this back when the bass come back in. Go get them holdovers in April. March. Go on the hunt. So I'll show you real quick what I do here. Right there, guys. But a little chunk out real quick, just like that. Just gives the bait a lot more action. Or you could take it up here. You can rip it a little up here, and it'll give it action. But it just gives the bait a whole lot more flexibility. So that's what I like to do there with these baits, these style baits. Really easy to come back off the hook. And what I like to do here, sometimes the bait gives me a hard time coming on the hook. Wet it. Wet it, it'll slide right on. Just like you put some lube on it. So the next bait, I'm going to get in that in a second here. Next thing I got here, guys, is Gamakatsu live bait. Number 2s. There's 7. They're a little pricey, but I personally prefer Gamakatsu. They are very, very, very good quality hook. Never had one break on me. Never had one bend. And they stay sharp for a very long time. I've had hooks that I've used a year. Like, I've used a hook from like a year ago that I've caught and fish on already. I used it the following year and caught and fish on that hook and not had a problem with hooking the fish. Have not. Absolutely love them. I don't promote them. I don't promote for him or for this company. I'm just giving you guys the info and how much I like them. So, they're not the size that I want. Well, I thought they would be a good size for what I wanted them for, but they ended up turning out to be a little bit smaller than the hooks that I have now, because I couldn't really remember the size when I went and picked them up. I was going to use them for striped bass with a sandworm, but I'm going to end up using them for scup this coming season. So, let's get on to the next thing. Alright guys, now we're into the freshwater stuff here. This is a little box I picked up for some small little swim baits that I picked up for trout fishing. It's double-sided. It's got, 5 compartments each side. It's a total of 10 compartments, so you can store 10 baits in it. Not a bad little thing. Add to my trout collection. Plano. Double-sided. Little stowaway 10-20. On to the next thing, guys. This is actually, that tackle box is actually for these right here. This is the, I believe this is the Vampire Color Rapala. It's the original. It's the F3 model. F3 is the size. So, I'm going to use this for trout fishing. See a couple guys catching on them. Yeah, right there, Vampire. FO3V. So, I seen a couple people using them for trout fishing. And my buddy's got a couple of them. So I figured I'd give them a shot, see how they do. Picked up this one. This is the original silver. I do have one Rapala. It's the silver, but it's the split body. It's the jointed swim bait model. And I've caught a fish on that this year. I caught a bass. Nothing special, a little dink. But picked these up right here for trout. Yeah, silver color. Again, F5, this size, 2 sizes up from the F3. It's actually the next size up from the F3. I don't know if they make like an F4. They might. Next thing is Whopper Plopper. Been seeing a lot of anglers start throwing these Whopper Ploppers. Never really thought about giving them a shot until I seen what these things can do and the potential they actually have. So if you guys have one of these, comment on it. Let me know what you guys think of the Whopper Plopper. I'm going to try it out this year. I'm going to see how well it works and produces for me. It's in the black color. Very detailed. Really, really, really nice. It's really nice looking lure. I'm going to be throwing this early morning. Get that top water bite. That early morning top water bite seems to be the best for me. I always love early morning top water. Like early in the morning, as soon as the sun peaks, I'm going to be throwing it just before the sun peaks. Start throwing my top water baits until about 8 o'clock. And then I usually switch over to something else. But I like to throw top water from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the morning. And then again at night, 6 o'clock at night, about 5:30, 6 o'clock at night, until about 8 o'clock at night. This is when I fish top water. Can't wait to use this coming season. Next up, I think I'm going to get into the swim baits. So first thing I have here for my swim baits, I absolutely love these things. These things catch fish. This thing is like a fish magnet. So, I'm sorry guys, I'm a little sick here. Not feeling too good. This is the Eco Pro with the tungsten head, lead head. It's a Thunder Spin. It's a 3/8 ounce. This thing absolutely they absolutely catch fish. I love them. The thing I love about the Eco Pro is the hook on them. Bait never comes off. You don't never have to worry about your bait coming off, unless you catch a ton of fish on it and the fish just destroy it. But that happens after like 5 fish, depending on what kind of soft plastic you add. You can catch 20 fish. Just all depends on the product of the swim bait that you're using. So, really great. Really suggest picking up one of these. They're about $7. You can find them in the terminal tackle aisle of a Dick's Sporting Goods or Bass Pro Shop. Get them online. Really great. If you guys don't have one of these, I suggest you pick one of these up. Throw it in your arsenal. Really amazing thing. You can slow roll with it. You can burn it in. It just catches fish regardless. This is like one of my go-to things to use when I'm throwing a swim bait. Next up, picked up some Fusion Berkeley. I haven't used these yet. They look pretty good. They got the thread-ons on the top, the eyelet. Swim bait hooks. They look super thick, so they look really durable. They're 4 to 6 inch swim baits, quantity of 4. These, again, real pricey, but hopefully they're worth the money. These were seven and some change, almost $8. So I hope they were worth it. If you guys use these, let me know now. Let me know now down in the comments. All right, next up, we've got some tungstens. I had to pick up some more. I lost a bunch of these this year, getting snagged up on stuff. Always losing weights and hooks. Constantly. Never ends. But it's part of fishing. You lose it, you replenish it. You lose it, you replenish it. And that's how it goes. Next thing over here. Actually, I should do these right here, swim baits. We can do these. Reaction. Innovation. Skinny Dipper. Sexy Shad Color. Haven't used these. This is my first time. I've never even heard of them. But I don't know how new this product is. It's in the Sexy Shad Color. I looked at it in the store. It seems pretty good. It's got the split belly. It's a good thing about these split bellies is you got a ball head jig. You can take take a knife, make a little slice right here, and then you can push a ball head jig in. It'll fatten the head up on it, and then you can send the eyelet through the top over here, tie up to it. By putting a ball head jig inside the head of your swim bait, by rigging it that way, it fattens up the head on it, and it gives more vibration to this bait. So this is a really good looking bait. And there's a quick little tip for you guys. Next up, I'm gonna get right there, KVD. I absolutely love his products. They're amazing. I got the whole KVD Sexy Shad kit. It's the top to bottom kit. It's got the deep divers, the cranks, the lipless the rattle traps. It's got the jigs. It's got 2 jigs, 2 spinner baits, all sexy shad product. I think I paid like $80 for that kit, and if I were to buy each one in one of those individual, it'd probably be like $180 to buy all that. I got 18 lures for like, no, it wasn't even $80. It was 60 bucks or $65. Bass Pro Shop. You can't beat that. I absolutely love this guy's products. Again, I don't promote for him personally, but I do love his products. They're absolutely amazing. These are the caffeine shads in the baby bass color. They got kind of like instead of how you got like your paddle tails and then you got your split tails for your flukes, it's kind of like it's got like a fluke body with like a worm tail. And they're pretty cool. They have a lot of action. They look really good. Say it's like a crazy, goes thin and gets fat again. Probably be great on a shaky head, getting it down there, hopping it across the bottom right there on a shaky head, get that tail going. Cast and reel with it, throw it on a swim bait hook, weightless or weighted, so it works. So I got it that in the baby bass, and then I got it here in the white, actually the pearl, sorry, it's pearl. Again, love these baits. Absolutely love them. This is they're both with coffee scent. Whenever I buy a KVD product, I usually get the coffee scented ones. And then I don't really like buying baits that smell like plastic too much, because then I have to buy a scent and put a scent on it, because you get that real plasticky scent. Bass do have scent receptors, but not as well as, say, like a catfish. So, like, things on your hands and you're touching like a bait that already smells like plastic, it's not even scented, it will actually turn the bass off from hitting your bait. So that's why I always like to, if I have like attractant, like I like to wash my hands and then I'll put some attractant in my hands and rub it in my hands. I know it sounds crazy, but it will land you more fish. Just believe me when I say it. It will absolutely land you more fish by doing that, because it's like this, you're constantly touching stuff all day long, and then you're gonna touch one of these baits, and then that scent's gonna rub off on this bait, and that's gonna defer the bass. That's gonna make them not want the bait. There's gonna be ones that, yeah, you'll still catch fish, but you're not gonna catch as many fish. So if you washed your hands and then you rubbed your hands in like scented scent attractant and touched the bait, then you'll have a way better chance of hooking up. That's one of the things I've learned over the years, and I picked up from a guy that I met fishing. And there's a quick little tip for you guys. I you guys probably think I'm crazy, but it's the truth. This bait right here is called the rodent. It's like a beetle creature, paddle tail, beaver tail type creature bait. I believe this is a California craw. Yeah, California craw color. But if you flip it over, I don't know if you guys can see that, if this camera's picking it up. This side's black with the red flake, and this side's black with the red flake, but it also has a hint of green pumpkin. And I don't know if you guys can see that, how I can see that. Probably not. See the difference there between this one and this one? This side's black, this side's like a green pumpkin with the red flake. Pretty cool looking bait. Super excited to get out there and pitch these on the docks. Punch pads. That's pretty much why I bought some tungstens. I did buy this brand, Fusion flipping hooks. Don't know where they are. No idea. But I'll come across them. Next bait up on the list here is a missile bait. Never tried their brand. I see a lot of people using them. It's more of like a Little finesse type bait. Well, unfortunately, phone had died. This camera turned off. But I'm back. Talking about this little bait right here, missile bait. Never used their brand before. Figured I'd give them a try. So they are a little finesse style type bait. It's the green pumpkin, purple. Probably use this on a drop shot. Toss that on a drop shot. Or a shaky head. So I'm going to use that for a little drop shot or shaky head. Pretty cool looking little bait. Looks like it's going to have tons of action in the water. Looks like it's got like little claws on it, like a little crawdad or something. Nice looking little bait. Picked those up for $3, 47 cents. Got that in the discount bargain box. And these baits stink. Like, they don't stink bad. They kind of smell like black licorice a little bit, more or less like anisette. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. Anisette. That's what they smell like. Nice little baits. Next thing I got out of the box, same box, discount box, Big Bites. You know, it says bass assortment. Don't really say what kind of color it is. This is like a black with glitter in it. They look like they're the 4-inch. Just a typical Senko style stick bait. Wacky rig works good with them. Texas rigged. Weightless Texas rig. That's how I love to catch my fish on them. Weightless Texas rigged. Or wacky rigged weightless. I don't really like using weights on Senkos. They work best unweighted. And always keep a slack line. When you're letting them fall, slack line. Tight line, presentation, not that great looking. Fish like to bite. Normally I get my hookup ratio on bass on the fall. Never on the twitch, nothing, just on the fall. Nice little bait. Super excited to try these out. I like using this kind of color, dark colors and murky stained water. Also like using chartreuse because it just pops and it just sticks out. Next up on the list here, guys, I picked up a new reel. And there it is right there. Whoop. Trying to adjust. Loose speed spool, 7:1 gear ratio, 8 barons. 8 baron system. This is gonna be for my jerk baits, my crank baits, just, you know, lipless cranks, rattle traps, stuff like that. Something when I'm just trying to burn baits back in fast, get them back into the boat quickly as possible, or if I'm fishing from shore, burn them back in quickly as possible so that way I can get back out there, cover some more water, cover water fast. And I'm going to be pairing this bad boy up right here with the Pan Alliance bait casting rod, 7-foot, fast action. Just picked this bad boy up to pair up with it. Let me turn that around for you guys. It's all backwards and upside down. I'm a horrible YouTuber. I'm horrible. There you go. Pan Alliance. 7-foot, fast action, like I said. 8 to 15 pound mono. 8 to 20 pound braid. 1/4 to 5/8 ounce. Not a bad little rod. I got their little marking right there. Super excited. Can't wait to use this bad boy. Almost matches pretty much perfect with the reel. That's kind of why I picked it up. But crank rod, jerk bait rod, I like to use fast action. I don't know what kind of rods you guys like using. for throwing cranks, jerk baits. You know, if you guys have any tips and pointers for me, what kind of rods you guys like using, crank baits, jerk baits, and just getting baits back in, let me know down in the comments below. Well, YouTube, that's going to be it. That's about it. That's about wraps it up. It's everything that I got. Spent a good chunk of change past week on some tackle. Super excited to get it all back in the water. Start catching fish on all this new tackle this year. It's always a great feeling when you buy new stuff and just get it out there and you're catching fish on it. I love it. Even if it's stuff I already have and used and I'm just replacing. Just awesome. So that's about gonna wrap it up for today's video. And I hope you all enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And leave a comment down below on what you think about all this stuff that I got. And that's gonna be about it. Until next time, tight lines.